You reckon that's as good as the muck they serve up at Wentworth?
Well, it couldn't be any worse, I'm here to tell you that.
It's pretty awful, B. I wouldn't eat it if I were you.
Well, aren't you going to be kidding? It's obviously all I'm going to get. Besides, I'm starving. Come on, give. Ta.
This'll change the way she thinks about mushies, eh?
She'll go as high as a kite. Oh, she'll be begging us for her next.
Why don't you just relax and enjoy it? But it's really great.
Well, what have you done?
She used to. You really love it. Oh, you better grab the stupid fish. Just give in to it, Bea. You're making it rough on yourself.
Give it much time. You'll see how terrific they are. Like everything seemed really great.
Bitches! Kill a lot of you. Sweet like it. My hands on you.
You haven't put up the new rosters yet.
No, I'll do that when I get back. Look, Vera, I might be a little bit late getting back. I've got an interview with a personnel management firm.
What do they do?
Well, most top positions aren't advertised these days. They go through a management consultant firm. And they'll assess my capabilities and try and match me with an available position.
Well, it sounds better than chasing around yourself.
Yeah. And this firm's considered tops in their field, so you never know. They might find something good for me.
Of course they will. You've got the ability. All you need is a chance. And I'm glad that you're doing something about it.
Yeah, well, I better pop home and change. At least I can look like an executive.
Well, I hope they find you something. Although I'll be sorry to see you go. But whether you believe it or not, I really hope you do well.
As long as it's not at Wentworth, eh?
It's not me who's stopping you from doing well at Wentworth. It's the department. And I just hope that you show them how they underestimate people's ability.
Thanks, Vera. You know, this could be the start of a whole new life for me.
I don't reckon they're ever going to see being here again. Doesn't look much like it. Bloody Margot and her heavies throwing their weight around.
What are you two on about?
Just talking.
About what?
Oh, about this film we saw on the telly last night. You know, with Marlon Brando in it?
Yeah. I can't hardly understand a word he says. Always mumbling, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, you two can stop mumbling too. If you're gonna talk, talk so I can hear what you're talking about. Understand?
Yeah, sure, Margot.
Okay, smoker.
You got a fag to spare?
Smoke your own bloody fags.
I'm running out. B always used to give me one when I was running out.
Yeah, well, I'm not bloody B, am I? But I am running this joint now, and don't you forget it.
Why'd Davo want you this morning, Margot?
Knows I'm top dog now. Tried to con me into one of her pet schemes. I told her what she could do with it.
I don't know. Some of the things Davo wanted might have been real good, I reckon.
Listen, we're not going along with any of the stuff she wants. All the screws do is give you something and then take it away again. We're better off doing things our own way. My way.
Yeah, but sometimes the things
What
that...
I say goes. About anything. The screws don't get no cooperation from us on nothing. They're going to be very sorry they stuck me in here for 10 years.
I believe you caused some trouble at lunchtime, Smith.
Trouble those...
I won't stand for fighting here, Smith. I know what you're used to in Wentworth, but here things are different. It's time you learnt that.
But I'm trying
I
to tell...
insist on harmonious relationships, and I don't intend to let someone like you come and disrupt the place.
They doped me. They put something in my soup.
Didn't think you'd be a lagger, Smith.
I don't give a damn about lagging. Not when it comes to drugs. They put something in my soup, I tell you.
That'd be the mushies. Oh, we're not stupid in this place, you know. We're well aware the work parties bring back a type of mushroom, causes hallucinations.
Then why don't you do something about it?
Why should we? Does no harm, keeps the women happy. And that's what we want. A harmonious prison. At all costs.
Ah, Don Hughes is the name, Jim. Come in, come in.
Thank you.
Take a seat.
Thanks very much.
Now, tell me something about yourself.
What would you like to know?
Oh, the usual sort of thing, your age, education, previous work experience, the usual sort of thing.
Right, well, I'm 35. I left school when I was 16. Had a couple of different sorts of jobs, you know, till I decided what I was going to do with my life. And then I thought I'd try and find a bit of excitement, so I joined the army. Actually, it was pretty dull until Vietnam.
Oh, I can imagine. There's quite a few firms who like men with an army background. What rank did you obtain?
I was a sergeant.
And why did you leave the army?
Well, it was family pressures more than anything, really. My wife felt that I was spending a bit too much time away from home.
So you're a married man. Any kids?
I lost both my wife and family in an accident.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, you seem to have a good background. What are you doing currently?
At the moment, I'm Deputy Governor at Wentworth Detention Centre.
Detention centre? You mean a prison?
Yes, that's right.
You're a prison officer?
As I told you, I'm Deputy Governor. I hold a very responsible position there. That's why I thought that an executive position might be ideal for me.
Mr. Fletcher, I think you might be better sticking to the job you've got.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, we've handled a few prison officers in the past, and we find them more or less unemployable. Now, companies aren't too keen to use a person who's been working in that area.
I can't imagine why.
Well, they think people involved in that sort of thing develop a certain attitude and often find it difficult to get on with other people. I'm afraid I'd find it virtually impossible to find you a company position.
But that's just a whole lot of nonsense.
Well, I wish you'd told us you were a prison officer in the first place. It would have saved us a lot of time. Sorry, but there's nothing I can do for you, Mr. Fletcher.
How'd you go?
Don't ask.
They couldn't find you anything.
They weren't even willing to try. Not once they found out I was a prison officer.
How do you mean?
Well, apparently we're considered rather unlikely people to employ. The bloke I spoke to made it quite clear that he wouldn't have wasted his time on me if he knew that I was a prison officer at the start.
Well, surely they can see that if somebody can hold down a difficult job like this, they can cope with almost any sort of work.
No, that's not the way they see it, Vera. I got the feeling that they think of us as the lowest of the low.
You must have come up against somebody who had a prejudice against prison officers. I hope you gave him a piece of your mind. I certainly would have.
Oh, that'd have done a lot of good, wouldn't it?
Look, don't let this put you off. Try someone else. They won't all be like that.
I've got a feeling they probably all will be. Now, anyone that does a job like ours, they consider as a bit of a misfit, someone who can't relate properly to other people.
That's absurd.
Well, it's not in some cases. I don't see why we should all be tarred with the same bloody brush.
Now, just keep calm, Bea. There's nothing for you to get angry about.
After what you did to me?
It was for your own good. We just wanted you to see that the mushies could really be a lot of fun. Then you went and spoiled it all by getting mad. Maybe next time you'll get to enjoy it.
Next time? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe next time I should just relax and enjoy it. Could probably be a real hoot.
Well, I'm glad you see things our way. I just wanted to make sure there was no hard feelings.
Yeah. Look, I just want to say, there are plenty of hard feelings. I told you I wanted to be left alone, and I meant it. Now, giving me those mushrooms was the stupidest thing you ever did. Maybe I will be forced to take over this place Maybe I should just finish you off properly.
Enough, Smith. Let go.